sharing, breathing life together. Just taking turns to fan each other's fire. Got to keep on making tracks. Got to keep on making tracks. Trucking on down the rough and stormy road. Keep on soul in misery. I don't want your body, so don't try to hold it next to mine. I don't want your body, so don't try to hold it next to mine. If you wanna get the plan, you'll have
Now that's how you start a frickin' show right there. Good morning, everybody. Happy Father's Day to you out there. And welcome to Where Wars Are Fought in the Stars, where fantasies are final, where evolutions are new, where agents are orange, where dragons are lanced, where realms are forgotten, and where our coals are essenced. Yes, indeed, it's the Coalescence. Act 5 mid-season finale kickoff event. We are on week 22, and we've got 6 more sessions before we call it for a month. We're going to be out for a month. J-Man's games will still be going, and I am kicking off a Friday night table starting next week, which I'm sure you've all seen the details in our Discord server by now. It's a bit of a different experience, entirely pay to play for this one. It's separate from the whole Coalescence story that we got going on here. Just a little extra game for anybody who's got a spare evening on Friday and looking to get into something a little different. Time is valuable, though, so we're going to make the most of it. I, of course, am your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, where the Great Plains begin, where the Swan Station Nexus concludes, and where our playlist is going to get a little loud. There we go, get that evened out. And we are officially set to begin and see how this goes. And for those of you who are involved in your own tables, maybe get a glimpse of what's to come for you. Let's say hello to our friends gathered in the Coalescence Gaming Lounge.
What's about to happen is going to be hard to watch.
Hey,
I forget, how much gold do I add per session? Was it 120, 1250, 1,200? Yeah, 1,000.
Yeah,
1,250.
That's right. I talked on purpose just to interrupt your goddamn intro.
What's about to happen is going to be hard to watch.
Then I will do a second introduction that you do not interrupt. Ha! Sucker!
Hey Daniel, your camera frame is all out of whack.
That's exactly what I was trying to say when Sarge was mentioning his little bit. I don't know why it's doing that. Actually, I do know why it's doing that. It's because we did some Friday the 13th streams on Thursday evening, and I only have so many connections on my computer, and I had to unplug my camera to plug in the DVD player, and for whatever reason now my camera frames are all wonky and what have you. So gonna be some repairs to do for all of our stream pages, I imagine. But thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, no problem. Just a small little thing.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I immediately noticed that. I was like, this looks weird. Why am I like half in the box and half out of it? Like I like to think outside the box, but I don't live outside the box.
Real quick, HP, I'd like to say Happy Father's Day to you. Rest in peace to both your father and mine.
Much love to you, brother. Thank you kindly for that. I wishing you a peaceful and joyous day today, my friend.
Thank you.
Absolutely. How long has it been for you?
Since I was 7, I think. So I'm 26 now.
Been a little bit, yeah. Yeah, that can only imagine what that was like going through that at a young age. I definitely had the fortune of having my dad until I was 42, but the sting is still very much there. He was my hero in more ways than one.
Well, at least yours didn't commit suicide.
Oh,
Moving on.
goodness. That is that's very true, and man, double sorries to hear that. Let's hope we can lighten things up a little bit here with some TTRPG adventure. We are at the Nexus for the Swan Station. We've got a powerful magical anomaly coming from this gate. Reminder, if your character steps into a space, that is occupado with lightning, then you're going to take some lightning damage, and it's not pleasant. It's pretty painful. We have 2 vampires who I believe were commanded to leave the premises, and they are in progress of doing that right here. So Carl sees them moving towards him, but I believe he also is aware that they are fleeing the scene. Redabru was closest to the escaping nurse Elena, who has, in the interim, since vacated into this room and beyond. I'm going to take all the NPCs out of the turn order now. We have successfully gotten them out of harm's way, so their turn order is a little less important. Will allow us to focus on what is. And speaking of which, Carl, you've got the top order for today, so go right ahead. I think we're in our 3rd, maybe 4th round down here.
I need to get myself back in the turn order.
Let's see what happened here.
He was not with us last week, or the last 2 weeks.
Oh,
I left last session early because of because I was having stomach issues.
well, here you are. You crashed down the elevator with the rest of us, and you're just a little bit behind the furthest team members here, Carl and Red. But yes, we will need you to roll initiative so we can get you into the placement there. Good looking out. Holy moly!
Wow.
Well, that's going to make up some time for you. As a matter of fact, just so you're not on too much of a delay here and you got such an excellent score, let's go ahead and have you take last round's turn right now before we get Carl rolling here. And then after Carl's turn, we'll have you take this round's turn. So at least, hopefully it's not just a long period of move, move, move.
Yes, sir. Let's see. 5, 10. 40. I'll use an action dash of 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, and that'll be it.
Alright, just a heads up for you, / reminder for Diego, the 2 vampires here with the hearts. As they see your approach, it looks like they're going to try to run around you. It looks like something has scared the bejesus out of them or been very convincing in they need to leave the premises. So they are probably going to just run right past you on your turn without any engagement. But Carl, before that happens, it's your turn.
Okay, Carl moves up. He tries to block their path with the hawk. And Carl starts firing his crossbow.
Okie dokie. Johnny, was it you that did that? Will you post the results of your spell, or whoever it was that...
It was the Ultraloth. I should be able to get back into the character sheet. If they are attacked, I do know that it will break that spell.
That sounds about right. I said it in as many ways as I could, and we're still going to attack them, so we'll do that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a mass suggestion.
Yeah, so they've been charmed into leaving the combat zone.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe I should let them go.
Yeah, if you or any of your companions damage a creature affected by this spell, the spell ends for that creature.
Oh.
This thing on?
Okay, maybe we should let them go, Hawk. And we'll deal with them in a round or two. Okay. Then I guess, okay, well, let me go back to where I was. Okay, so then my movement would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. Okay, can I see anything through there? I think I can see the Vampire Lord.
I do believe so. Looks like you got
Okay.
a straight line of sight on him. The psychic vampire that was blocking the line of sight is falling dead as you approach.
Okay. And I will fire at the Vampire Lord.
All right.
Thanks for the tip, guys.
No problem.
Oh, what the frick?
Okay, so he's an undead, so I get a D4, I believe. Ooh, a 4. Nice. That's another 4 damage for my favored foe.
We've got eyes
Which I-
locked on Sahar here, like we're about ready to kick some ass, and instantly you can tell we're going to be moving down the hallway to try and end this pesky bugbear's life who appeared out of nowhere and just dished out a hell of a lot of damage.
Aw, the grudge he bears for me breaking his nose at the end of last session isn't gonna hold.
I mean, look at the sliver of health I'm down right now, and look at the massive chunk that's about to be removed. Carl, you still got more damage. Keep it going, if that's the case.
I have more damage? I don't think so.
I'm sorry, I felt like I interrupted you in mid-damage. I was basically saying if you had more, keep it rolling. Otherwise, I will tally this.
I think that's all I've got.
64 points of... Oh, fuck you. Oh, you're dead. Okay. Yeah, that hurts. And if that's your turn, we will pass it to the Hawk. The vampires watch Carl move by. They do not attempt to impede his progress or attack him. They haven't had their turn yet, though. Hawk could certainly use some restoration. And just a reminder, the red health bar is lingering, festering wounds that cannot be restored. So currently Hawk's max HP would be 35, but even still he could certainly use some restorative to that effect if such is possible.
Okay, so I'm going to fly over the Blood Drinker and Carl. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35. And in the doorway, and over here in the doorway, I'm going to use one of my potions of greater healing.
Ah, bonus or action? I guess action is going to get you all the way back to 35. Bonus could potentially get you to 35. You only need 16 HP, so your odds are decent if you do the bonus action.
I'll just do the regular action.
Okay, so yeah, you can bump up to 35. Anything else for your turn?
I guess I'll use my bonus action to move 5, 10, 15 feet. And that'll be it.
Into it. Alright, let's check in with Krill and see what you want to do this round.
Krill moves in, he attacks the Vampire Lord.
Not with that, you don't. Yikes. Where'd the dice go? go
That's
for
it then.
a.
I'll
go for-
do double. I'll do double inspo on those.
Okay. Gonna ask Krill if he wanted to spend his inspo for the session now, but if either way, if we want to re-roll those, that's entirely cool.
I take one of Johnny's and I use one of mine just to be fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Good deal. That's better. That's better as well. Hey, look, it's the same 20 points of damage. Alright, we'll take it. Ow! Son of a bitch!
Yeah, that's all then.
He's now just a pin cushion.
Fuck is my initiative? Why is everybody going first? Alright, Varys, your turn.
Okay.
What the heck are these?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the force thing with him still. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to matter much. Varys is going to drop his dagger temporarily. He's going to fumble in his bag of holding, pulling out two parts and bring them together
Okay.
and ignite a lightsaber that is blue, but it's a very, very light blue, almost grayish. And he's going to move over here. And let's hope I set my lightsaber up correctly.
Okay. It is an action to retrieve items from a bag of holding. Do we have attacks available past that?
Damn it. That's why I was dropping the dagger as free action. I'll think it was a bonus action to that shit. Fuck.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's the bonus with the Hewer's Handy Haversack. I don't... Actually, no, I think that's incorrect as well. I think it also takes an item to get from there. So, yeah, I think either way, it just takes a moment to retrieve.
Okay, well then, regardless, I get my 16 hit points back. So that brings me back to 110.
Alright.
And I haven't no second wind. Nope, I'll just chill here with my lightsaber at the ready.
Okay. And to Ilaric.
I am going to aim Spiritus at the Vampire Lord.
This guy right here is just like, I'm invisible! That sucks.
What's the AC on this motherfucker?
It is 20.
Oh, let's try a force point.
Alright.
That'll do. So that's 12 points of damage to him. Bonus action. I'll do a Supreme Potion. Actually, I gotta get my points, healing points back first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still gonna do Supreme Potion, which is what?
10 die 4.
10 die
plus
4
20.
plus 20.
Yep.
$47. All right, that will end my turn.
Okay. Let's try something here. That's okay. Yeah, I think first and foremost, bonus action.
see.
And then move. We are still floating 15 feet high, so we need to descend on approach and get in this guy's face, who thought it was cool to just show up out of nowhere and like, hey guys, I do 60 points of damage. Yeah, well, so do I. Whomp. Unless I roll a natural one. Entirely possible. Or we'll hit you for 40 points of damage. And we're going to do that a second time. That will likewise hit for the rest of your hit points, it looks like. And with his third attack, we will try to hasten your demise with 2 failed death saving throws. And then we will abruptly about face to look at the rest of the party, who probably unanimously is like, potion, revivify, healer's kit, and he looks like he's snarling as if to dare you to try to do such a thing, as the invisible mind drinker vampire will now take its turn. Should I use my invisibility for good or for evil?
Then you flip the coin like Two-Face.
Ah, damn it, it landed on its side. I'm going on my break. Okay, I got Varys, I got Sahara. That lightsaber looks deadly. Our master also wields one of those, so we're not too keen to get close to you. You don't have reach with that thing, do you?
Come find out.
I don't wanna. I'm not coming closer, though. Alright, so I think it's going to be one of the 4 of you. Actually, one of the 3 of you. The Hawk just showed up. We're going to count him as an unknown quantity right now. And it looks like Alaric is the short straw, so ironically, we're going to put ourselves right in the middle of everybody and go after him. Stop ignoring me! Unarmed attack. This guy's hard to hit. Hello!
Still misses.
Hooray! And we're only
Finally
trying
it
to grapple
hits.
you. We're trying to get the grapple set up, or the bite set up for next round, so a natural 20 for a grapple. Oh dear. What is...
All while this is happening, he's still invisible, and I have no clue who's talking.
Is it dark by any chance in this hallway?
No.
It is dim. There is a massive light backdrop here from this electrical effect.
Just wondering if I could maybe get disadvantage on those attacks.
Alright. I would say no.
Got it. Then I'm down.
And we're gonna dial it up actually with a legendary interrupt from that guy. We can do an unarmed strike as a legendary to ensure that a potion will not get the job done. You guys are in Revivify territory now for Carl. The spellcaster back here. I think we're going to try to merge with the Nexus. And in so doing, our form takes on a translucency. We do still have one mirror image active as well. But all of you who are close enough to see this spellcaster can see him step in to the full brunt of the magical instability, extend both arms, and he's got this power flowing through and into him. And the outcome of that will be TBD. It is not an instantaneous, I got there first, I get to do it process, as we may be under the assumption of. The spellcaster will end his turn. My bad, I forgot to have the Mind Drinker Vampire right here take his turn. We'll just do it at the same time as the Blood Drinker Vampire, and in synchronicity they will. Hustle, hustle, hustle. The
I love
elevator's
that
down.
the fact that they're running away while the Vampire Lord is sitting right there.
Exactly, and he's just like, why? Come back, you fools! Lord Strahd has come back! And they're just well out of carrying distance at this point. One of them actually has enough range to start floating up the broken elevator shaft through the hole in the hatch above. So I think we're just going to count him as gone. And that is all of the Blood Drinker Vampires, so that's one less initiative. Red watches them both charging him, only to realize that they're moving past him. Guess I'm okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 55 feet away, he can see what's happening here. Carl! No! You son of a... Now you gotta deal with me. And Red
Oh
is
God, Red.
gonna get up in the boss's vicinity here. Oh, that's money. We have not used our action surge. We're gonna action dash and then burn our action surge. We have used our second wind. We do still have 2 superiority dice.
Don't fuck with the Teenage Mutant Stoner Turtle.
Radiant Warhammer, big money, big money.
Money, big money.
Son of a...
Or the middle-aged one, either.
Force point.
Oh, look at that. Red gets a solid shot. He will extra attack. Same weapon. Damn it. Bonus attack.
Inspo.
Okay. Bonus attack with the shield. There we go. Unfortunately non-magical. That's still 3, 5, 6. Another 11 damage from those 2. So he jumps in and delivers some pretty decent damage. We do not have any shield spells left to protect. Okay. I guess Legendary Interrupt Part 2. We're going to try to unarmed Red here for his audacity. How dare you step up and stab me with Radiant Weapon? Why don't I have a lightsaber attack as legendary? Oh god, natural 20 on Red. Thank goodness it's only 10 points of damage. Crunch. Ow, bro! What the hell, man? Guys, we need some help! And somebody just closed the door.
Sorry.
Now it's open. Now it's closed again. What? Okay, Sahar, that's your turn.
Alright, I'm going after Big Bad Boy. Bonus action, I am using my last Channel of Divinity to Vow of Enmity upon Big Bad Man to give me advantage on my attack.
Oh, well that natural 20 is handy. We are missing 9 points of damage there, however, so let's get that. 25 points of... Oh, now you die! He turns towards Sahar.
Bring it, bitch!
That 16 is a miss, but the natural 20 definitely good.
I'll inspo the first one. No,
Roll it.
I'll force point. I'll force point.
All right. Well, that's handy.
And that's me.
Okay, well, we've got one more legendary interrupt here, I guess. What do we do with it? What do we do? Oh!
Hit me!
Completely missed. I could have done this before. Whoops! It would have taken 2 actions, though. And I only have 1 left. Yeah, let's unarmed strike Sahar. Hustle! Chop! Oh, what is that?
No.
I'm going to spend an inspiration.
No. Only red gets to use those.
Oh. Alright, let's see what the Hawk has as he moved out into the field of play, and all of a sudden the big focus of the combat went back the way he came from. And Carl is now dead behind him. What the heck?
Piece of shit. Freaking. The Hawk is gonna go straight for this guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna fly above the Vampire Lord and give him the flying press.
Oh god. Oh! Yes, you do, and I believe at this level you count as magical damage?
Yep, my entire body's a registered magical weapon.
Oh god! Crotch to the face!
I don't smack it with my bean, but okay.
I just pictured the spread eagle fly right towards his face. Blah! Take that, sucker!
Not that kind of flying press.
Oh god, 2 times!
And with that, the Hawk shall end his turn because I don't have any key points.
Oh yeah, you guys are scraping the barrel here. This guy's got legendary interrupts, but he's locked into his place, so I guess I'm out of interrupts. Krill, your turn. I don't like the look of this.
Go moves in.
Oh, good. Wait, did these
And then
guys
tax
hit?
that one.
Very good. I don't know why I had a purple on him. They don't get legendaries. Oh my god!
I'm gonna inspo that.
He's got flank.
You don't need to.
Never
He's
mind.
got flank.
I'm still gonna inspo it
Don't
with my
need
flank.
to. Oh god.
Now
My-
offhand.
My precious health bar! Okay, that's good.
I'll inspo that
No! Oh, wait a minute. My AC's 14. That still hits.
with my flank.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
My last attack.
boy. Oh, you son of a... 8 plus Dawn Strike is 14. That's exactly what I had left, damn it. Ugh. There goes the Mind Drinker.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Oh, man. Okay, Varys, what do you think?
Oh, man. I'm gonna look at a lark and just nod and then head for the Vampire Lord. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have 60 feet of movement. Let me move my map more.
Well, if you've got 60, I need to readjust over to here then,
Off to back there.
as a free action.
35, 40, 45, 55, 60, floating in the air. Let's see if my math is working good.
Oh, now he's teabagging Diego's corpse here. What the hell, man?
Oh, so sorry, I forgot to take off that thing, but it's still there's still 2
I
damage
see.
out of the 5 that still gets through. Yeah,
Gotcha.
2 of the 5 damage still gets through.
Gotcha. That's a hit. Tries to parry with his own great saber. Oh god, and Yeah, you feint left, he goes right, and you cut back the other way and cut him in half. And he is done. He instantly transforms into a cloud of mist. Yep, we can't revert back to our form. We have to reach our resting place. Yep.
Not this shit again.
So yeah, the cloud of mist appears over the body and all of our worldly possessions, including what appears to be a rather badass suit of magical plate armor, falls to the ground. Lightsaber, of course, is its own desirable. But at least for this combat, this vampire is done. We will not have to worry about him anymore.
Whew. And that was literally all my movement. And do I can't. There's no way I can fall down above Carl and start treating him with a Phoenix Feather.
I'm sorry, I missed the last part. You want to treat him what?
With the Phoenix Feather.
Oh, the Phoenix down.
Yeah.
You can start your bonus action and then use your action next round. You can divide it between rounds like that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start treating him with the Phoenix down.
Alrighty.
So, yeah, I got
So Carl should be
I put it?
back within the next round.
I got 7 of those bad boys, so I'll use 1.
Cool. Alaric, let's see what you're planning on. The vampire grapple falls as the guy dies who had initiated it.
I look back. I see that the vampire lord's dead. Everybody who's around me is dead. And I look over. And I see 2 figures at the portal. I see the vampire and then something else made of lightning. And it's Fenrix. And he smiles. So Alaric will come over to Krill. He will drop his bag of holding and both weapons and dash for the portal.
Okay, Krill, remember we discussed this. You need to drop the banana peel in his path so that he slips humorously on his way to the sacrifice.
I'm 15 feet in the air. I won't slip.
It's an aerial banana peel. It's from the rare floating Bananicus planticus.
In the face?
Yes. Okay. You reach the portal. You are looking at some damage that you will be unable to resist. Zot. Oh, I couldn't have rolled one more. Alright, 68 points of damage. It would have been nice if I had. Whichever one of you put the wall of fire over here has already got the short rest going for the rest of your party, as you can all smell the delicious sense of charring scientist from the center of the wall. Looks like we've got lunch well underway.
That was the ultra laugh.
Oh, well.
Krill licks his teeth, his lips. Dinner.
Delicious.
So I'm going into the portal.
Alrighty. I assumed as much. Let's have you roll a straight die 20. Modified by my own chaotic madness.
Alaric, you noble bastard.
Canonical event, him and the vampire spellcaster are having a thumb war.
No, him and the vampire fuse.
Alrighty. Almost instantly, you are both shunted from the portal into the almost the thickest part of the electrical field. You assume that the vampire can also hear this projected into his mind. Alaric certainly can. It would seem some contention still exists over who will claim dominance over this Nexus. Resolve your dispute and approach again. That will bring it to the Mind Drinker.
I still have an action.
Your action was to interface with the portal.
Then do I still have a bonus action?
You would.
On my person, I contain one supreme potion of healing, as the other ones are in my bag,
Okay.
and I will drink it.
I will have the final Mind Drinker vampire vacate the premises, forego their initiative. That brings it over to this guy, who seems a little more stunned. Wow. 50, higher than normal. Look at all those 4s. Money. Yeah, he had interfaced a bit more with the Nexus than had Alaric, so he appears to be under a bit of a wooziness coming out of this. I don't need your character sheet. I don't need yours. I'm down to the final one. We're only 45 minutes into this. Not bad, and I will cast the most lethal spell known to mankind. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Shit, I don't have that spell on my spell list. Call yourself a spellcaster.
We're looking for Fireball.
I don't even have that. My 3rd level spells, I mean, if you guys... Ooh, I'm going to go get Diego. If you guys will hold off for just a minute, literally 1 minute casting time, I would like to have Carl join the vampire side. Dude, did you see how much damage he does? I want him shooting at you.
He's about to be up. He's about to start shooting at you.
That's why I asked for 9 rounds.
Okay, here's the deal. Kill yourself, and then you can do it.
But then I can't... Alright, now we're just chicken and egg bullshit going on here. Alright, we're going to 2 attacks here on Alaric. We're going to try and grab you. Son of a bitch! We're going to try and grab you again. No! Ritaparu is going to take a swing at the corpse of the Vampire Lord. We're going to take an extra attack swing at it. And then we will teabag it. That's what you get when you mess with my friends, asshole. And then he moves in here. Seems content that Varys has the situation in hand. Looks at all the dead vampires here at Krill, and he's just like, damn, bro, you kill all these? We will take Krill's silence as an admission of, I did this. We're going to interrupt over here. Unarmed strike. No! Oh, man, we got no luck.
I am blessed by my goddess.
No luck. Okay, Sahar, it is your turn. Again, the vampires continue to remain impervious to the lightning damage here, whereas Alaric on his turn will likely suffer that again. But Sahar, your turn.
Alright, Sahar sees and hears what's going on, and she's going to make sure that Alaric succeeds in his noble sacrifice. Taking her place next to the vampire spellcaster, and she is going to grapple it.
Oh dear, she's moving in as well. Let's throw some damage your way. 45, nowhere near as bad as what Alaric took. Definitely painful. And going for a grab.
Is that a strength contest?
Let me check. I think it does work differently.
Because if not, I'll use my grasping whip instead, and use its special ability, which I kind of like more. Okay, yeah, so actually instead of making a grapple attempt, I'm going to use my grasping whip.
Okay.
And use its intrinsic ability to ensnare the spellcaster and drag him away.
Oh. Alright, yeah, basic grapple is your athletics contested by my athletics or acrobatics. This, however, would probably have its own mechanics, so go ahead and post it.
Here comes Wonder Woman with her lasso of truce.
Oh, I see you're flying in the invisible plane. Oh, this is embarrassing. I'm actually in the bathroom of the invisible plane.
Yes.
I noticed you didn't wash your hands in the invisible sink. I'm starting to believe she doesn't have this attack. The grasping whip. Okay, that is a hit. Do I have a shield? Oh, it doesn't matter. 21 hits me with a shield. Once Varys finishes his process of reviving Carl, then yeah, we will have you roll a new initiative to get back into this. Absolutely. Or what Steven said there. Basically same thing.
Okay, so as I succeed and he's ensnared in my whip, I'm gonna drag the spellcaster diagonally down to the left, so he's like on my left.
Okay.
So I can start forcing him back towards the party and away from the portal.
Okay. Just to keep this weapon mechanically consistent with its intent, what square are you trying to drag him into? Okay. So the whip is a reach weapon. So what you want to do is start here, and then as the attack, you drag him. You don't technically have him grappled and restrained to where now I'm at your mercy and we can just start doing this. It's a single, you hit me and drag me away into that space. And then from there, if you hit me again, you can drag me another 5 feet. But it's towards you. So
Okay,
you need
that
to
makes
be
sense, and it'll still
like
work.
that
So
kind
I'll
of deal. Right. So if you want to keep dragging him away, you basically back up another 5, do another attack, drag him back up another 5, do another attack. It's kind of mechanically clunky, but that is the way the weapon works.
Okay, nope, that works.
Oh, and I also missed out. I have a mirror image remaining, so let's see if you got me or the image. I forget. Mirror image. Boink. When you have 3, only 1 duplicate, you must roll an 11 or higher. So it looks like you just winked one of my duplicates into that space before it dissipates entirely.
Poo. But anyways, I can do that again, actually,
Yeah.
because I have extra attack.
Yep. Yuck.
It's
Wow.
She's gonna force point it.
Alright. Alright, 20 is good enough, and that will yank us 1 square in that direction.
that'll be it then.
Okay. I do get another legendary, so we will interrupt with... Now what do we do? Can't do a bite attack. I can't seem to land an attack on this guy. She's trying to drag me away. I don't know. I guess I'm going to try. I'm going to try to grab Alaric here. I'll try it again. Luck will be with us one of these times. But it ain't this time.
Nope.
Boom. Let's see what Hawk has planned.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And
Careful of that lightning. I think you're stepping into it. Okay. Yeah, that space right there would be inside the lightning, so be mindful of the map, unless you want to take 10 die 10 points of damage.
Ugh. Well, let's see. I'll try and throw a dart at this guy.
Okay. 20 and 60, so because you're attacking between those two numbers, it's at disadvantage. A 12 will miss. Looks like that dart just got annihilated by the lightning effect in here instead.
I'll
I thought
try
the
again.
rule was anything. I thought the rule was anything over the 60 mark at disadvantage.
Anything over 60 is completely impossible.
Oh.
Yeah, 20 and below
I'll
is
inspo
normal.
that first one.
Yeah, 20 and below is normal, and then anywhere between the first and the second number is disadvantaged attack. Inspo, you can do a reroll there if you want. Also, Hawk has a weekly inspo as part of your supporter subscription.
Yeah, I'll do an inspiration.
You can reroll that. That's better. Although, whatever.
The info would have. Yeah, I was about to say the info would have given me 18. Or
Yeah,
it was
inspo gives
15,
you advantage. We're still at disadvantage, so we use the first number, so that will hit. It's a, the dart is a non-magical weapon, I believe. I think it's just your unarmed strikes that count as magical.
Right.
So that does hit and grazes his cheek for a little scratch of damage.
And then I'll, since I have extra attack, I'll do it again. Ugh!
Whoa! 2 attacks. What is this? What sorcery is this? Okay, we'll take it. Double damage.
And with that, I'll finish my turn.
Alright, let's try our third grapple here on Ilaric. Wow! 6 attacks in a row. Miss, 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 miss.
We're
Krill,
just
your
having a
turn.
slap fight.
Cool moves there then.
Did he go through the lightning? Because right now he's not ending in lightning, but it does look like he went through it.
No, you're around it.
Show me your path. Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll allow it. Mainly because you're small, so those areas that only have a tiny bit of lightning, we will give your small size an advantage in that situation. Anybody else, though, who is not small, maybe not so much luck.
Alright, so then I attack with my bow twice.
He looks over at Krill. No! Shit. Not radiant. 19, 27, 32. Ow. Okay. Got it and got it.
Yep, go and see then.
Varys. One action to
Okay.
finish restoring Carl, and then the rest of your turn.
Yep. So action to restore Carl back to 1 hit point, I guess, with the Phoenix
Yeah.
feather, whatever. Phoenix down, whatever you want to call it. Why do I keep calling it Phoenix feather?
It is a feather, but it's the item name is Phoenix Down. But it is technically, when you look at it, it's the feather of a phoenix. Or a plant that's called the Phoenix, I should say. I didn't want to rip Final Fantasy off entirely, even though I'm taking the name.
Right, so I was above him, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Oh, look who just went into the lightning. Thunder! Zot, 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 zot. 63 for Krill right there. You have immunity to lightning and thunder damage. Well, that's handy.
Yep.
Did you literally just take that? Yes,
Yep,
you did.
this morning.
That's funny. That's funny. All right.
So I still have 10 more feet of
You
movement.
son of a...
So I'll go here. Bonus action dash because of let's see, because of this. So now I'm gonna get over here on the ground in front of the vampire and regain my 16 hit points. And
Looks like he's going for the sacrifice play.
no,
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm gonna-
Roll a
I'm
die
gonna-
20.
for what?
Because you went into the portal.
No, I didn't. I was getting in front of the vampire to block his path.
I just toying.
Yeah, so I'm just standing there with lightsaber in hand, ready on my next turn.
Oh, man. I thought it was bad when I was just trying to hit a Lark's AC right here. And something was going to happen between both of your turns here. That's right. Carl, roll initiative. And if it turns out that your turn would have already passed this round, we're going to have you take your turn right now. If your turn is yet to come this round, then we'll have you take it then.
So you want a lower roll this time, basically.
Either way, I mean, he's either getting a turn right now or in a few minutes. Just making sure he doesn't get cut out of this round as well. Did Varys help him to his feet?
Nope. As soon as I saw the Phoenix Down worked, I was immediately over here.
All right.
Well, he's been absolutely.
Carl, how we looking on that initiative?
Oh, sorry. On it.
All good.
Question, Daniel.
This is the kind of thing that just tickles my ball.
Yes.
Is the spellcaster flying?
We are currently on the ground.
I was 15 feet in the air. So all of his grapples wouldn't have mattered anyway.
I mean, I would have had to float up there to try to hit you, but... Can Sahar fly?
She can.
So yeah, it's kind of a moot point and all that. Thankfully, nothing mechanically incorrect occurred there aside from elevation difference. But yeah, Carl's turn would have definitely passed. So we're going to have you take that right now.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes.
Okay. Carl bolts up and, goes, touches himself. Ah, what the fuck? And
Briefly saw
he's-
Varys standing over your fallen body before he flew
Yeah.
away.
sees the vampire lord laying next to him, kicks him, fuck you, and then gets up and starts walking slowly over. I don't think Carl's gonna run.
All right. Half movement to stand to your feet. Yes, indeed. And then whatever else you got left there. Looks like all the action is taking place inside the crux of the lightning storm here.
Is there anyone who needs me? What does Carl see happening? Because I'd like to make sense of it too.
Well, how far can you shoot?
Oh, yeah, you can't
I
quite...
can shoot pretty far, but I'm just wondering. I don't understand. Carl needs to understand what would be happening first.
Sahar, Varys, and Lark all floating about 50 feet in the air. We're surrounding a vampire spellcaster.
Correct, yeah. There's
Oh.
one final vampire on the board, and we're all kind of floating up here in the apex of the lightning effect, which, thanks to the brightness of it, you're able to see that far.
Then Carl
So
would
we're all
definitely
getting shocked
try
by
to help his friends, so Carl will attack.
Okay.
Didn't think I would attack this round. Okay. Those are main action attacks.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll use bonus action to attack too.
24, 30, 40. Ouch! No, no, no more attacks. Oh god, he hit again. Have you tried rolling worse? That might help. Ow! Ow! Ugh.
Hey, Vampire, have you tried sucking more?
I did. Did you watch all my attacks on Ilark? Started at 23, and then I got to 24, tantalizingly close, and then I started dropping as low as 14. And his AC is a 25. Okay.
Yeah, you do that more.
Ilaric, let's have you take some damage here at the start of your turn. Oh, well, if I'm going to
No.
make them die 210s, you're all dead instantly. Let's
Fuck.
let's redo that as 39 points of actual damage. Fat fingered that 2 into there accidentally. Oops.
First thing, bonus action. I'm going to second wind.
I've never seen
get it.
somebody so intent to walk into the gates of death at full health before. I'm going to be as healthy as possible going into this sacrifice.
And then I'm going. Oh no, because that required the action. I'm gonna just book it back over to the gate.
Alrighty. Have you roll that die 20 again upon arrival. The vampire's tries to reaction grab at you on your way
Can
by.
I inspo this?
You cannot.
That's
It's just a flat die 20, and my reaction is as bad as the attack rolls have been.
Sentinel, since he tried to attack Larkin, he doesn't have Sentinel.
I just wanted to feel his material. His cloak looks very nice.
He's naked.
Oh, that would have been great if you had critted and just killed him as I tried to take a grab at Larkin. That is not a great amount of damage, but we'll take it.
Oh no, wait. I crit on 19th. No, that's not 19. Never mind.
Gonna say
I thought
that should automatically be set into the weapon as well, just like advantage on initiative and things like that.
I don't know how to set that stuff. I'm me.
If you open the attack itself, there's a line for crit, and it should by default say 20. You just erase that and put 19, and then the macro will register any 19s or 20s as a crit.
Oh, I didn't. Thank you. I did not know that. Now I know how to fix that from now on.
Absolutely. Okay, so slice, attempt, a 5 on the d20, and Ilaric likewise will go translucent to our gathered party members. The spellcaster finally gets a turn. Oh boy. Tell me we got...
You're grappled.
I'm not grappled.
Nah, the whip is just for pulling.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a temporary shift from my initial position. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that. I took radiant damage, so I can't do that. Oh boy. Yeah, this is I think we got a chance this. Oh jeez. Fuck. All right. Well, that's as much conviction as you can muster. Sahar, attack of opportunity. Oh dear.
And believe it or not, because I have Relentless Avenger, I can follow him.
Oh.
I thought you had Sentinel also.
No, not Sentinel. I can just, when presented with an attack of opportunity as a enemy is fleeing away, I can follow them up to half my movement, which is 35, or no, 35, so, you know.
Further movement into the lightning will inflict further damage, just be advised.
Bring it.
Okay. So we will move to here, and then we're going to step out of this space right here. Varys already took his attack of opportunity, so we will continue all the way here into the effect. And we're going to try to bond with it. If Sahar takes another step, she is attempting to bond with it, whether she intends to or not.
Even if she moves south?
Well, towards the effect. If she occupies this space. If she just moves south right there, still keeping a 5-foot buffer between her and the gate, she's okay.
Yeah.
I'm here then.
That's totally okay. I am translucent and seemingly potentially ethereal. So while you are next to me, Sahar's instincts tell her that she may not be able to interact with me the way that she normally would. That is all I got. I'm going to try my d20. Well, a little below average right there. Red just kind of looks at all this. Watches Krill dancing in there between the lightning effect. Watches Hawk floating above him. Turns back and looks at Carl. Oh man, bro, you okay? Damn, you look worse than I am.
Yeah, Carl feels like shit.
You want to take a J break, man? He lights one up. I ain't going in there, and I ain't got nothing I can throw inside of that. Sahar, it is your turn.
All right, let me do a quick. I am going to use my bonus action first to daunting roar right in the face of this spellcaster to see if I can make him frightened. It's not a physical attack, it's a mental attack.
Sure. Oh, and I forgot this would also be simultaneous, instantaneous. Let's see, wisdom saving throw. +7. Tell me I'm immune to frightened.
I'm not even gonna do the math. I'm gonna say that fails.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we are not immune to frightened. And the voice in Alaric and the vampire's mind with more intensity. You don't follow instructions very well. The very fate of your reality is at stake, and yet you insist on cutting corners, as you were both ejected once again from the effect. And as we are being ejected, Sahar breaks out the daunting roar, frightening me in mid-ejection. You do still have your move and your action. Holy.
Inspo.
Oh, wait, you got that, or no, we've been ejected to the floor here, so you would need to inspo, and that will hit. We're barely hanging on with a handful of HP after that attack. Oh, wait a second, I did not apply the extra 6 points of damage from it being a corpse slayer, so that will make the difference. And this guy will puff into a cloud of smoke, which appears to be not only not invincible to the lightning effect, but rather susceptible to it, as the unstable weave here just eradicates that the mist form of this vampire completely. That can effectively...
Since I still have my full movement, I'm scuttling out of the lightning.
Very well. We can effectively close out the turn order at that point. I'm going to put us on a quick BRB. We're not taking our actual halftime break here, but I need a gardening reload, and we can do any RP or what have you that we wish to do in the meantime. I will catch up with that very shortly.
You want some health potions?
I might need a small health, but all of mine are in my bag of holding right now.
Which is the safekeeping of Krill.
Yes.
Oh, you gave it to him. I see how it does.
He was the only one on the ground at the point.
You want a supreme?
Yeah, Quill was the only one in there with him at that time.
let's see. Max damage I can take is 100. I have 110 health points. I can max go up to 167.
So you want Supreme or Superior?
Do the superior.
Okay, so what? I don't know what that is. Let me see.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
What's all my?
If you use an action, it'd be 60 health back.
It's 8d4 plus 8 for Superior.
Okay.
So you take one of them.
Yeah, I'll take one of them.
All right, roll it out for you. Go ahead and roll it for yourself. One of your last rolls.
Yeah, 29 works.
You just got to make it through one round that lightning stuff.
Yeah, so max I can take is 100 hit points. I'm gonna get 6 more hit points back. And then my last lightning round was 39 hit points, which was great.
Dude, if I need to, I'll Varys will stay by you while you're trying to get this thing done, and like,
Yeah, because you're
oh
immune.
wait, you'll become, yeah. It's
I
awesome.
should have taken that too, but I didn't. I didn't take shit because I know I was gonna die.
But we learned something here, guys. The vampires don't like lightning damage.
So when they're dead, their smoke doesn't like lightning damage.
Yeah, I thought lightning didn't do anything to him. I thought it was the opposite.
Well, they were still being attuned, but I guess when they're in misty form, they are potentially susceptible, since when the spellcaster was slain and turned to mist, he was zip-zapped into extra super dead.
Right. I saw the mist, but I
guess who
remember
fought-
Daniel saying that it wasn't doing anything to them for the whole session up until that.
Now I have a thunder spell that does thunder damage. Might not be the same as lightning damage. Let me check. Thunder.
So Carl's gonna walk into the room, and you guys are gonna see him walk in. He's basically a walking corpse because he just got destroyed.
Yeah, it's thunder damage. I don't know. It's thunder wave.
I'm back, friends.
Perfect. I took a potion from Varys, and that's where we're at.
I'm gonna second wind and eat some good berries because I'm at 0 hit points, 1 hit point. Where's my second wind? Okay.
I don't know if you're able to access this off of the VTT, Adam, but if you are and can craft a token out of it, that would be much appreciated. I keep forgetting to put them together for one of our most important NPCs in the game. Oh boy, look at that powerful second wind. At least you get to add your level to it.
Jesus.
Yucky, yucky. And now that the vampires are all destroyed, the very faint image of the Time Mistress can be seen within the Nexus event itself. All of us could sense her there. Now we actually have a glimpse of her presence. What are we doing with the beast sense?
That's a good question.
No, that was just me looking at my spells. I had those by accident.
Oh, gotcha.
So Alark looks back at Varys, nods, looks back over, sees the faint image of the Time Mistress, and still sees Fenrix in lightning form. That's about what I was expecting.
Zot, zot, zot.
That's 39, 40, 41, 42. But also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No problem.
And he's going for that portal. But before that, he's got 120 feet of movement. action dash, and feline agility. That is 480 feet of movement. And he's just going right into that portal.
Well, you're 460 feet extra, so if you want to kind of like moonwalk and shuffle around there a few times before you get into there, that's certainly an option.
Sarah had the idea that I'm just going to run around the ring of the portal, kind of like the Flash in his little speed thing.
Oh, great. Okay, trying to find... Here we go. Bam! There we go, Adam. I think I found the correct one to send your way in Discord. Not ultra important right now, but let's have you roll that die 20 upon entering the Nexus event once more.
And as he's entering it, he looks over at Fenrix and nods.
I will neither confirm nor deny the specifics of this story.
That die didn't even roll. It just plopped on the floor.
Yeah, it's like you just held it very briefly above the table for about like an inch high and set it down on a 4. That's your best moment. Why have you chosen to approach this Nexus? You hear her ask.
I know the importance of this time, and it does not belong with who seeks it. I am here to set time straight, and I believe in my whole heart that my goddess would approve of this.
The whims of deities have no place here. Setting things that are broken in the correct order. That, however, speaks truth.
Yes, I believe that time is fractured and it needs to be set right.
You
That's
are of
why I
sufficient
do this.
power to be able to accomplish this. To transfer the experience, the lifeblood of your essence, into this broken maelstrom will set things right, will repair the broken weave, allowing your friends to continue on to hopes of a better day.
I wish for them to succeed in destroying the one that is named Strahd. And to do so, hopefully set things right, make time proper again.
The vampire lord Strahd poses the greatest danger to this realm. He proclaims himself its master, yet he does not have full dominion. His omniscience is far from thorough.
I believe there is only one person that could claim, and not even claim ownership, but claim ownership over dominions, and that is you, mistress, for you are time. Strahd is a fake. He needs to be dealt with.
Strahd is a spoke on a wheel that can easily be removed. Your friends will have a great part to play in that ahead. If you have farewells you wish to conduct with them, you are permitted such time. And just for clarity, I should have mentioned this from the beginning. All of you can see and hear this dialogue taking place between the two of them. Both they are translucent, and occasionally they kind of blend a little too well into the lightning effect for you to be sure that they are there until you hear one of them speak again. The only interjection in that respect is if and when any of you try to ask a question or interrupt or interject to anything that they're saying, it's clear that they do not hear you at all. So you're clearly able to witness this, but it's like watching a TV show. You can yell at the screen, but it doesn't yell back at you. But now that Alaric has temporarily been given freedom from this effect, how would you like to proceed, or do you want to just roll into it?
Will I take damage if I come back up here?
TBD.
Would I have gained more hit points? I just don't want to die.
The sub-benefit...
before dying.
Yeah, I mean, if you step out, time resets back to its normal thing, so you'll regenerate 6 per round as usual.
Nice, I'll regenerate that 6. I'll zip over here. Friends, it's been a ride.
You look a little hurt. Take a Supreme Healing Potion.
All right, Supreme is 60 max.
You're going to need your HP where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10d4 plus 20, so yeah, 60.
Yeah, but if it's a action, then I won't be journeying with you any longer. I'm gonna go with the mistress of time, Mistress Aji. That will hopefully start the course of setting this area back to where it needs to be. But there's something else that still needs to be taken care of. And we all know who it is. It's Strahd. He must be dealt with. I bid you all farewell. And hopefully I will not see you in the afterlife for a very long time. He, with his ethereal hand, pats Varys on the shoulder. Varys, you are strong. Take up mantle where I fall short. I bid you farewell.
I'll give him that predator handshake.
Dylan!
He looks down. Krill, I will not need that where I'm going. Hold on to that. Somebody else might need it.
Share the contents with the party.
Only I know it's in that bag. Krill, you were my first friend out of this group. You nearly ate some humans at a campsite. Don't eat humans. Except for maybe the frying scientist up there. But I bid you farewell.
You really
my
think
friend.
encouraging him by rewarding him by eating a cooked human is good?
The human's already dead. He's cooking.
Let nothing go to waste.
Alaric will turn around, nod to the rest. You are all strong. And you will all persevere. I bid you farewell and steadfast. And Alaric will walk back up to the mistress.
Take 6,000 points of healing. Oh, wait. That's
Yes!
incorrect. That's incorrect also.
Mistress, I am ready.
And just like that, the effect is almost noticeably immediate. I'm going to need to change that. The lightning effect is quelled. The shaking and rocking of the facility immediately stills, and the gate and its power are just gone. So too are our friends. Or, I should say, our friend and the ever mysterious Time Mistress. We are going to take our official halftime break here, and then we will have a lot of discussion to do in the second half here, so don't go anywhere. We'll catch you shortly, friends, with some more Are You Gaming?
Yay! Ugh.
Okay, who wants to lock stuff out of Locke's bag then? Come on, let's have a look.
You should save it for my next character.
Fuck that.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
could have
might just
taken it
sit
and
in this
destroyed
bag,
every.
It's a
in
joke,
that bag.
man. It's a joke. It's the stupidest thing to
It's
say.
Quill.
would be, Fuck
It's
that.
Quill. He's a troll thing. He just keeps anything he gets his hands on.
Krill, I will let you know there is a +1 dagger in there.
Ooh. See, totally worth it.
Also, on the ground next to Krill is Alaric's 2 weapons, Spiritus and the Awakened Dragon Warhammer.
Use Spiritus to pick stuff out of my teeth.
Spiritus is a gun. You really want to pick?
Spiritus is a gun.
Guess
It is
that
a
won't
holy
work.
gun.
I'll use it as a back scratcher.
I say give it to
Again,
Sahad.
you're
As he's the
using
closest
a
thing to a
loaded
clear.
firearm as a back scratcher or a toothpick cleaner.
Yep.
You are going to shoot yourself dead.
Carl's not that smart.
I wonder if a monk can use a gun.
Well, technically, Bear can use a gun because he has firearm expertise.
Let's see. It is considered the +1 automatic pistol. Anyone can use it, just a matter of proficiency. Says the God voice.
I'm finally getting that. It just cost a team member to get it one. Yeah, I got the firearm. I got the firearm proficiency when we had our last break. When they were like, "Would you like to learn the bow, or firearms?" And I was like, "With the bow, you can be silent." And then America came in. It's like, "You don't need a bow to be silent. Just shoot them. It don't matter if they're dead." I'm like, "America, yeah."
Well, we got to loop the vampires as well to see what they've got.
Well, we're waiting for Dan to get back on the voice check from the break.
Then we gotta find a different exit since we broke the elevator.
I am curious about that damn great saber, though. I'm not gonna lie. That thing hit hard. I forgot I had one complaint about Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
What's that?
The stealth missions where you have to use your ship as part of the stealth mission or the trail missions or whatever.
Yep.
Like, Christ. Like, I get it's like, oh, stay out of line of sight of everybody. I'm in a damn boat. It's hard to be able to duck behind a rock in your boat. Well, time to get my drink on, ladies and gentlemen. I got a buzz ball and a Hawaiian punch. Let's mix them together, see what we get.
Snapple fact: caterpillars have over 2,000 muscles.
Horn swoop me bungo pony. Welcome back, survivors.
I want to know more about that great saber the Vampire Lord had.
Oh,
like a
yes.
two-handed weapon? Is that a
Yeah.
two-handed weapon?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
talk.
damn.
Let's talk about that baby right there. Oh, it's definitely a two-handed weapon. It's also got some Sith and Blackguard requirements to it. How many levels of Blackguard and Sith have any of us taken?
So it's useless stuff.
It's an evil weapon.
Oh, it's an evil weapon. Cool. I want to destroy it. It's evil.
Oh, sure. They are made of paper. You just crumple it up, toss
Yeah.
it in the remains of the firewall.
Paper mache was one of the Blackguard's hobby.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, it's brutally deadly from one angle, and he knew how to swing it so precisely that you could take paper cuts upwards of 40, 50 points of damage. But once you get it flat on its side, you could just step on it and smash it. No problem. Well, let's get to the juiciest of the juicy right here. We're going to give all of our tables now an idea of what they are in for, with a little mystery remaining. First and foremost, let's go back here. We are definitely going to still have some defined areas of plot that we need to get to throughout the remainder of our adventure. But when your characters go to the loading screen to go over your inventory or whatever the case may be, where are you?
When we get near Las Vegas, I think I know where we need to go find the. I heard there's a person there that has a great power over the world and has all types of magical items inside their house.
We are going to do a full reveal of the regional map here. If for whatever reason it did not take, do a page reload and you should have full access over the regional area here. We can clearly see where Las Vegas is, although you got to zoom in on it pretty close to see any of it through the very heavy gloom that represents the end game site for our campaign here. Strahd has already told our party, the Sunday evening party at least, I don't know that he has directly told our party here, perhaps during downtime, that he can be found in Las Vegas. So we've got a bit of a journey ahead of us still to go, but at least we can now see what lies ahead of us and plot our routes perhaps a little more strategically.
The final battle can be held in like the courtyard of the Luxor.
I didn't realize Strahd was a high roller.
Absolutely.
No, it has to be on top of that big spear I saw that had the advertisements on it. when I was driving in.
Oh yes,
Or
Carlsbad,
Apple
the
Town.
original outbreak site of the Agent Orange in our setting right here. You can get a more thorough view of the coalesced realm of Orange Eucor. You can see which sites are still intact, like the Eucorian School of Sorcery, although whether it is still intact and people are there is another matter entirely. It just means that it didn't get transported somewhere else and another location put in its place. We got Roswell down over here next to a very small town named Delon. Delon also holds the distinction of being the starting location of the very first Enemir campaign back in, yes indeed, it's been a minute, 2002. We've likewise got the major port cities of North and South Sandaga are now replaced with, as we said, Roswell and Santa Fe, New Mexico. Strangely, the Wild Elf Woods are still largely as they have been. The same is also the case with the Gray Elves who live up here. The Moon Elves also live up here in the Sayala Wood. Most of our coalesced area is more towards the center here. We've got Laughlin, Nevada, which is also a area of heavy obscurement. We've got Truth and Consequences, which likewise some light gloom going on there. New Ford, which is our hub that Marco tasked our groups to find, so we now get a firm idea on just how close we are to reaching that. And otherwise, yeah, this whole area right here tends to be campaign specific. Like if you're going all the way up here to Kessian and Arison's dungeon, there's usually a reason to do it. The Friday the 13th camp. There's usually reasons to head up into the wastes of the far northwestern reaches of Eucor. Otherwise, most of our campaign action tends to take place here in the Central Valley and then over here by the Lucky Lake. And those are the areas that have been the most coalesced. That all being the case, let's go back to, I think, this level. Yep. Alrighty, so that is the first bonus that will be unveiled for all of our tables upon the first sacrifice. Technically, it'll also be revealed for the Sunday night crew when they reach that point. If one of them decides to do a sacrifice play, that is not a guarantee at any of our tables. I strongly suspect that is the route we will go, but you never know what player characters are going to do in these situations. I've already had one table kind of hint that there might not be one at all, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But for the tables that do go through this, the map will be unveiled for them for the remainder of the campaign. Here's where it gets a little interesting. The major influence on the campaign ahead. There are two sides of this. Your group has one side of it, Sunday night has the other side of it. So if you both go through with a sacrifice, then we will reveal both sides of the influence on the setting ahead. And that influence is going to be, I will mark it on the map at a time to come, but it is not in Las Vegas. I can tell you that. Our group will have first-hand knowledge provided by the Time Mistress as to the location of Strahd's crypt. Which you can only imagine that will have a major potential advantage for all of our groups going forward.
If we know where his crypt is, we can destroy it.
That way when he gets killed, he doesn't puff into a cloud of mist and go back to his crypt. You've already taken out his backup, so if you take that out and then take care of him, he has nowhere to go and you can destroy the mist form.
We also learned that lightning can kill the mist form too.
Potentially, it might be because it was a Nexus event, because they were immune to the lightning, but then one of them transformed into mist and was okay to leave. The other one transformed in and just got eradicated. So it was kind of weird.
Well, I think it was because literally the vampire lord was literally away from the lightning while the other guy was in the lightning when he missed it.
That does make sense.
That's Varys' rationale behind it.
That does make a lot of sense. And of course, in a more unlikely scenario, how cool would it be to go to Strahd's crypt and actually catch the dude napping there at the time? And just be able to drive the stake right through his heart and end it right there before there's really any intense combat at all. That's an unlikely scenario, but you never know when his downtime is and where you'll be able to catch him. Our character who sacrificed himself. You alone choose the following. And there's a hefty list here. I wanted to give you some options. These options will be available to all of our tables, but again, each of our tables has a unique choice among the list of standard choices. So even though you're going to get the lion's share of it right now as far as what options there are to put in for the campaign ahead, each table still has a mystery one just to entice you to tune in and see what they can do. Out-of-game meta is completely okay in this respect. If party members want to contribute to the conversation, it is Johnny's decision overall which of these options will be added to the campaign for the remainder of the story. But of course, if you want to put it to a vote, he can hear each of you out as far as what ideas we have.
Honestly, I think Pillar has the greatest sway over what Johnny decides.
I don't see how that would be the case.
Says me as I'm sitting 5 feet away from him, staring.
Nice. All right.
You know what I gotta do if you want a specific answer, guys. I'll make it happen.
These are not listed in any order of ascension. They're just basically listed in the order that I thought of them. So you may be like, oh, they're starting off kind of low and escalating, and then, oh, that one's not as cool as the one before it, and then, oh, that one's really cool. I mean, that's really just because I threw them in the order that they came to me. So the unique table benefit. Johnny, here's the thing. You are choosing this for your surviving party members. That's the kick. Your character is not here to take advantage of these. You get to choose this for all the rest of your surviving members, but your character that you are to bring in will not benefit from some of these. There are some you'll see that he can arguably gain the benefits of. I think some of them are kind of side effects. There's one of them that will be a direct effect, but let's go with...
Is there a list somewhere that I'm trying to find but can't see?
Oh no, you're not, there's no posted list yet. I am revealing them in voice as we speak.
Ah.
I'm just adding to the suspension. Or the suspense. So, Gloom Vision for all characters, Johnny. That is on the table. You can remove the 60-foot sight lines from all characters. Any characters that have 120 feet Dark Vision, 300 feet Devil Sight, that will now be back on the table. Gloom Vision means you can pierce the spectrum of haze that our big bads have put over your characters. The second option... Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say something.
We had a spectrum of haze put on us? Didn't even know that.
Oh, yes. If your character has dark vision of 60 feet, you probably never even noticed it because the haze, the gloom as I call it, has restricted everybody to 60 feet maximum. So we have like Underdark characters that have 120 feet. We have Warlocks with Devil's Sight that can see like 300 feet. They've lost great visibility because everybody is restricted to 60 feet. And additionally, if your character doesn't have dark vision at all, it makes it so that dim light is eliminated entirely and bright light becomes dim light. So if your character is human, you're literally walking around with like a lighter or a 1980s horror flashlight with like a very narrow beam of perspective. So that's the reason why earlier in the campaign, if your characters didn't have dark vision, you were gifted those goggles of night. If you did have dark vision, you were gifted the robe of useful items. So yeah, an item like that, the Umbral Sight, let's see, if you already have dark vision, it increases. See that right there? You don't get 90 feet of vision right there. You're being affected by this ability right here. Your token only has 60 feet of vision, whereas it should have 90. That's what the big bads are doing to you.
Meh, that didn't really change much. If I didn't even notice I didn't have it, bleh.
Right, and everybody's seen the exact same thing, so you're only going to notice it if you get it back, because your character's supposed to be the scout on the front line, so having an extra 50% of vision could have been useful in a few scenarios where monsters were attacking you guys outside of line of sight, because they are not affected by this. A lot of the oranges are specifically designed to be able to see through this gloom. That's why they are so effective at hunting the living characters trapped here.
Meh, I'm thinking next, Johnny.
Next item on the list, a Beskar Cachet. This will be reflected with a 25,000 Beskar coupon for each character at the table. That one
does
is
give
pretty
options. Everybody can use it in a different way. That's
Absolutely
kind of nice.
Yeah, everybody who's tuning in on Twitch, it gives them a nice boost towards whatever reward they're trying to go for. If you're at 70-something K and you're trying to get that 100 for the unique power, this is a huge step in that direction. Could save you a couple months of lurking and tuning in. This one is a pretty money one and very interesting because it definitely benefits some members at the table and other members are like, whatever. Johnny, you can add a standard superpower to any character who does not already have a superpower. And let's dial up the interesting-o-meter. Our NPCs will now gain levels equivalent to the party minimum. Our 3rd and 4th level NPCs, like Red, who've been tagging along with us, although I think Red is now level 5, he's going to get a 2-level boost. The other dozen or so NPCs that are manning our home base and could potentially come on adventures with us in the future, they're all going to gain a massive XP boost from that. Here is another very interesting one. This table and this table alone. When I roll your weekly mercantile, and I do apologize for forgetting about that yesterday. It was literally a 15-hour day. If I had a... I digress. It was a major day yesterday, so I forgot to do the inventory. I'll try to get to that later today after the Father's Day celebrations. But this table and this table alone will have access to very rare magic items.
That'll be useful.
Let's try for a... You're going to need a lot of coin to be able to afford them, but it'll definitely put them in the field of play.
When you say have access, like we'll be able to roll for them, or they'll all be available? Like
You can buy it.
Correct, yeah. When I post your weekly inventory, there'll now be a new section that says very rare magic items. There might only be 1 or 2 of them on there because the rare items already are a die 6 plus 1. So for very rare, I might start off with like a die 2 or something, and there's only a couple of them on there, and I think they start off at anywhere over 5k to 50k are their values, so depending on their usefulness. Certainly a handy option to have going forward. There's also that super secret ultra achievement I will remind you all of. If every table over a 2-week span has every player confirm their attendance, show up on time, and stay throughout the entire session, that unlocks very rare magic items for all tables for the remainder of the campaign. We have played 22 weeks and we have not had that happen yet, however. It sounds easier than done. It also sounds more impossible than done. And I can already assure you that week 22, it's not going to happen either. We've got Ari is unfortunately absent here today, but I already knew that we're going to have a player absent Thursday coming into this week. So if you want to hasten this table's acquisition of very rare magic items, it's a guaranteed one for every table if we just have everybody show up and the schedules line up perfectly. It's a freebie. But if you want to guarantee it right now, that is an option. Let's go with a few more options, though. Imagine many of us have some of these, especially if you've taken place in hype trains or answered some of the trivias I've posted over the last almost year since this act of the campaign began. But it's a handy catch-all for everybody. It's a save your ass. 3 Phoenix Downs and 2 anti-oranges for every character. Anti-orange will save you from infection. I will also remind you that all 3 of our big bads instituted a galactic-wide wish spell that has improved and upgraded all of the oranges. Every bite attack from oranges now has the potential to infect your character. It is no longer based around a 0 hit point mechanic where they got to knock you down and then you're potentially infected. It's now if they randomly, or in the case of higher level oranges, if they deliberately bite you, you have to roll a saving throw every time they bite you, and that could cause you to go through your inspirations very fast. Here's a tried and true one that everybody loves. Johnny, how do you feel about giving every character at the table another red card draw?
I like that one so far the best.
And we are down to our final 2. This is the last one that is available to every table, and then you'll have your unique one following that. For 1 minute, during the endgame battle with Strahd, every player character at this table will have advantage on their attacks.
That's pretty useful, considering he's probably going to be really hard to hit.
Very possible.
Very possible.
That's pretty useful.
Johnny, your unique choice. All characters at this table going forward will now add a permanent die 6 to their damage rolls. That is the unique choice for this table. I will briefly summarize these once again. We can Gloom Vision every character. We can boost our NPCs up to the party level minimum, which is currently 7. Our Mercantile will have very rare magic item access going forward. We can add 3 Phoenix Downs and 2 Agent Oranges for every character. The 25,000 Beskar Cachet coupon for every character. A standard level superpower for any character who does not already have a superpower. Red card draws for every character. 3 Phoenix Down, 2 anti-orange for each character, if I didn't do that one already. Advantage on attacks for 1 minute during the endgame battle versus the table boss, which is Strahd. Or your unique choice, a die 6 added to all damage rolls going forward. Spells, ranged attacks, melee attacks, automatic extra die 6. Sneak attacks.
That could be like an extra 100 per round.
Well, it doesn't add it to each damage source. It's not like my dagger does an extra die 6, my sneak attack does an extra die 6, my hunter's mark does an extra die 6. It's like you do an extra die 6 damage with your primary attack per round. All the extra stuff still does what it does.
But per attack, right?
Attack, correct.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot. Considering some of us If everybody gets one, that's a substantial amount. Well,
Yeah.
everybody give their 2 cents.
I'm still waiting for my last.
I don't
I'm
like the
on-
ones. I don't like the ones that don't apply to like everybody. I don't like the ones that like it's gonna apply to one person or 2 people only. I don't like those ones. That's what I say.
The
I
three
the
that
red card draw.
I've narrowed it down to being the most favorable overall are our table getting access to very rare magic items, because some of us are rolling in quite a bit of gold, so we can start stocking up and getting good things. The red card draw for everybody, and everybody at this table getting 1d6 to their damage rolls.
Hey, DM, I'm still waiting for my very rare magic item for my last red card draw.
Say that again.
I was letting the DM know I'm still waiting for my very rare magic item for my last red card draw because I got that weapon red card. Or else, even numbers.
I do not at all. I've posted several times, or I exaggerate. I've posted 1 or 2 times that I'm completely caught up on my list, and if I am incorrect, for somebody to tag me and let me know, and then I get into situations like this, and then somebody's like, hey, remember I haven't yet gotten such and such from however long ago, and I'm just like, I don't remember it. I put that out of my mind once I don't get a response to the tag.
Oh.
What was this from, and how long ago was this?
It was just within the last month, I think. A month or so. It was when, what was it? I got the red card draw from the dice game, and it was supposed to be a very rare magic item.
Okay,
And
yeah,
then you also
that
did-
answers it right there. The items from the Lost Dice game, you get to choose yourself. I don't have to do shit.
No, it was a red card draw from the Lost.
Okay, so you
It
got a
wasn't-
red card draw, which gave you a very rare item?
Yeah. From the red cards. Because you know that like there's that one card that's like a weapon or item that the DM chooses. And then you also did red card draws for everybody, and then I got the one that bumped my intellect up to 22. It was like a short red card draw after every table did a red card draw.
You're all right. Congratulations, you struck me out. I'm struck out here. We're gonna have to put this on hold for later on if it's been on hold this long already.
Roger.
And we'll get back to the
Yeah,
order
we
at
should
hand
stay
here.
on. We should stay on topic.
So I will say I'm basically with Pillar here. It's like it's either going to be the D6 of everything red card or the access to very rare magic items, but I more lean towards either the very rare magic items or red card draw.
I think the very, very rare magic items one, when we only get to choose from 2 items per week, is not as strong as you guys might think it is. If it unlocked all very rare magic items, and you could, then that would make sense. Then that would definitely be powerful.
And
But
that-
if we only get, because then it's a lottery every week. Maybe something's useful for you that you'd like, or maybe it's not, because it's only 2 things to choose from per week.
Oh yeah, and that's definitely that's gonna be the way of the world going forward. Because I've seen the dangers in opening up 500 items to everybody with coin every week. Because everybody picks up the Peregrine Mask, everybody picks up the Illusionist Bracers, and there's like 5 or 6 magic items that are the money ones that once every item is on the table, everybody goes for. Brooms of Flying, As soon as somebody gets 500 gold pieces, there's my Broom of Flying. I've seen the dangers in opening everything all the time, so that's why we've gone to a more realistic and limited mercantile system.
Sure. But, I mean, if we play for 8 weeks, that's 16 items, guys. You really think that compares to a D6 to everybody's attack?
Or a red card draw.
Or a minute of advantage against Strahd?
I will also remind you of the current community challenge. Increase your magic item inventory per week. So if we're starting off at a die 2, I haven't told anybody what it's going to increase to, but we currently have people throwing Beskars to ensure that we get more item access every week. If it starts at a die 2, it's at least going to go up from there.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, if we get access to only 16 magic items and none of them are ever useful to any of us, then that was a complete waste, is what I'm saying.
Very fair. Very fair.
It literally did nothing now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, if it keeps coming up as warlock specific items, and you're like, well, there's that Rod of the Pack Keeper +3 again. Whoop-de-woo.
Exactly. So keep that in mind, guys.
Okay, well, then I would think either the D6 or red card draw. Red card draw because it's the only time I ever gamble, and D6 because it's an extra D6.
Agreed. What does anyone else have to say?
I just want the red card draw because I never got a red card draw because I didn't participate in the thing, so I never got a red card.
Okay.
Adam?
I don't mind either way, but I just know I say it's up to Johnny. He's the one who sacrificed his character, so I say it's up to him. So I leave it up to him.
I
it's up to
agree.
his girlfriend.
I think it's always up to Johnny. We're just allowed to give him some advice.
Yeah, so it's up to his girlfriend.
I think Johnny wants to hear what you have to say, man.
Well, I don't really have nothing to say. It's just all good points. It's good bad points. I just leave it up to him. I agree with his decision 100% to what he decides to go for.
Well,
Fair enough. Got it.
Pretty sure Daniel just read my mind. That's going to be red card draws for everybody.
Alrighty.
I hope I do not get Squire.
Well, we're going to do this one at a time to avoid complete chaos because one card is drawn, it is applied, and then it goes back in the deck. So some of you may get the same card multiple times. I'm going to go in the order I see on the bottom of the screen. Adam would have the first draw, so go ahead, drag a card out or click on it. The Fates. We know that one.
What does that do?
It allows him to rewrite a choice or something that I did to make it inactive. Sarah used it once before because she used the Fates card because we were in the red keep hold and she went into the boss room, accidentally got killed, and she used her Fates card to make it to where she never went inside.
Oh, wow.
That is an ephemeral effect, so you'll want to copy that text onto your sheet somewhere. So to be reminded that it happens. Avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. As soon as you draw the card or at any other time before you die, to avoid complete campaign unraveling complications, we do typically apply a limited window of time on that. We do not allow this to say, okay, let's erase the Agent Orange virus or the day that Strahd met Zastam and just undo the campaign because, yeah, sometimes people get stupid with it, like that kid that posts the D&D videos on TikTok. We all know who he is. You know him.
I like him.
He's funny, but I always grit at the same time from people who are like, you don't realize that he's joking. At least I like to think he's joking, because it's the people who think he's serious, and that these things can actually be done, then I'm just like, you should be prohibited from watching these videos because I don't want this this nonsense at our tables.
How much does it cost to hire 480 people? Just wondering. Can you make a real real quick?
Adam has finished his. Let's see what Steven's going to draw for yours. Watch him get the knight again. Watch the knight get the knight. Come on, knight. Come on, knight.
Oh.
Come on, knight. It's the knight.
Son of a bitch, you will into existence.
Wow.
Well, we know what Steven's character for next campaign is.
That's some Yu-Gi-Oh type shit right there.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, well, you know what to do there. Create a new character sheet, level 4 fighter, the same race as yourself. After that, you can change their class to whatever you want them to multi-class into, if at all. After this, it is Diego's turn to do a draw. I did the shuffle already. Go ahead. Hopefully we don't get a bunch of knights here. That's going to bog down our turn order. I should remove that one now that one person got it.
Oh, now you want to remove it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he took it into his possession. Nobody knows what it is. Drop it on the table.
Oh, whoops. I just, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
All good. Should be able to just drop it anywhere there. Oh, wow. Frickin' ching. Dude is swimming in money, literally, at this point. The gem card, I believe, is worth, yes, indeed, 50,000 gold to the character right there. Ding, 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 ding. You're like a human slot machine as this all of a sudden seems to just fall out of you at your feet.
Okay, done.
Let's reshuffle. Okay, Sarah, your turn. The key. That is an interesting one. Is
That's
this
very
the
rare
one?
that guy wasn't like DM.
Is this the one that you were talking about?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
I mean, I feel like I always do that right at the time that it's drawn. That's like one of the ones that I rarely seldom put off on hold, so I'm just completely drawing a blank on that. I'm gonna have to try and remember where all that came from. Hopefully there are... I need to find out how you got the red card draw. You said it was from the Lost game?
I got the red card draw from the Lost game, and then I got the second red card draw that gave me the Intellect Boost 22 came from the Streamversary.
That was the hype train. Everybody who participated in the hype train got a red card draw from that, and those all should have been resolved. Everything from the hype train,
Yeah,
2 months after that should all 100% be locked down.
Yeah, that got locked down immediately. But
okay.
The red card draw from the dice game was
correct, which is a bit more recent.
Yeah.
So did we just bring out the deck at the start of a session, you drew it, and then we played the session?
Yeah, basically is what we did.
Alright. Yeah, alright, I'm going to have to look at your character sheet and see if there's even room to add anything, but we'll take a look.
I can't create a new character. Oh well, I guess I screwed up the red card draw. Oh well. I'm trying to hit plus character and won't add.
It's a weird thing sometimes. Is this you? No, that's Johnny. Okay, yeah, I can add one for you, but make sure you copy that. Actually, don't even copy any verbiage. I'm going to do the item after we get Mark's red draw out of the way here. Go ahead, draw yours there, Kyrios. Click the deck, drag it onto the table. Oh, the comet!
Really?
That's not the one you want to see. Although we are coming into a downtime here, so this might be one of the more opportune times to draw one. We might be able to make something happen in that respect. If you single-handedly defeat the next monster or group of monsters, hostile, that you encounter, you can't just go pick a fight with a kobold and be like, yeah, this worked. You gain experience points enough to gain 1 level, otherwise it has no effect.
Well, shit.
Single-handed Mortal Kombat.
Alright, oops, I need to recall, all, shuffle again, and just so we don't forget about this, let me just drag a card out for Ari. She got the Fates as well, okay, interesting, very handy having 2 of those. I'm going to copy that to her sheet.
So Johnny doesn't get to take a red card for his next character?
He does not.
I did this for you guys.
I will retroactively give Johnny my 9.
No, I already had one.
I don't care. I don't want another 9. I don't want my next character for the next campaign already chosen again. I need something else next campaign.
The Knight. Good old Knight. Nothing stops that. Okay, so we've got all that handled. Let's check if there is anything else. As Ilark fades away and the Time Mistress takes his hand, he feels a great darkness and a great light at the same time consuming his senses, and he just hears, "This is not the end, my child. Yet another beginning." That is that. All options have been handled. The location of Strahd's Crypt. Let's knock that out. Let's go back here, and here, and here. Interesting. 4 and 9. If you got a vacant location there, you might as well put it in that region. Now we know what the unknown layer is. It contains Strahd's Crypt. Gonna have to go past Vegas of a sort to get that taken care of. Close, but not too far. And then let's get these magic items sorted out. Close the deck. Alright, yep, that's all that, yep, you got that from there. Okay, well, fighter ought to be proficient in just about everything. Sahar, what do we got for you? Paladin.
Oh!
Blue right now?
I think I'm dumb. Am I done? Possibly done. Yeah, never mind. I'm stupid. You did give me the item. It was a Dragon Lance. I just remembered.
That's a artifact.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure you got that from, or no, that's a legendary item. I'm pretty sure you got that from the hype train.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Yeah,
I
that's a
traded my item.
legendary item. The only way that would have ever been found is either in-game or from a hype train. So, let's check here. I'm going to go to my spreadsheet here, as a matter of fact. scroll pretty deep into my chat here to find Westy. Unfortunately, it's been 6 months plus since we've seen him here in the community, which is its own source of... Oh. But at the same time, I see so many names here from other people I've not spoken to in this equal amount of time. It's like, oh. You. Where the heck is Westy? The one I'm looking for is the only one I can't find. No, thank you. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, let's do it the other way. There you are. Do that one for Steven. Do this one for Sarah. Okay. We got a rare and we got a very rare. 75%, 25%. For Steven, something you're proficient in. The Bong Saber +2. Yeesh.
Yes.
Radabru's going to be after that, you know that.
Yo, bro, it's got my name on it, man.
Bonus action, get blasted.
Yes.
Oh crap! Another bonus action. I have so many of those.
That's not gonna help you. That's not a weapon. Nope. 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 That's too.
Just start
generic.
calling Garrett. Just start calling Garrett's arsenal. One day he'll get that Final Fantasy power, the armor durability. All his weapons start flying in mid-air and just start attacking the enemies.
Alright, let's drop one of these into your inventory. Double check, make sure we're not doubling up. Something that's useful. Okay, yeah, you're definitely melee heavy right now. So we'll give you one of these here. This is for Steven. The longbow of conflagration. Give you a little fire range there. Just in case. And then for Sarah, we are looking at... Nope. Fair amount of spell options. A lot of melee. Okay. Oh, fucking A. I think this is our option right here. I don't know that it fits the optimal side of things, but very rare and very useful in this setting. Very rare Warhammer that does Radiant, Extra Radiant versus Undead Critters. Magic items appear. Oh goodness, I am DJ, if you're watching me, man, you have also successfully struck me out today. I'm completely missing what's going on here. It's like you don't have the Beskars to redeem the 42, and you're asking if you're on to the next game, even though you didn't redeem the 42. So I'm trying to figure out how you did redeem the 42, or you think you might have redeemed the 42. So yeah, we'll cross that bridge later on today. Back into the facility, though, we've got some doctors here who are all kinds of grateful at your intervention in saving their lives. Approaching you without hesitation, offering handshakes and hugs and treatment for any of your wounded, especially, yeah, looks like Carl and Red are pretty effed up here. We got some first aid, greater first aid kits even, so let's give Carl 20 HP and Radabru 20 HP.
Carl says thank you.
Thank you so much. We were certain to be dead if not for your intervention. They came from nowhere. We had this quantum instability to deal with when suddenly these vampires arrived and started laying waste to the facility. Had mere moments to live before you suddenly came tumbling down in that elevator. If you require further treatment, I can admit you overnight and take a better look at you.
Your machine that goes up and down is fucked, by the way. It kind of broke.
Ah, yes. Fortunately, there are more than one means to access the facility. There is another elevator on a higher level that will get us to the surface, but staircases, yes. Yes, follow me. This is Dr. Palmer speaking as the rest of them just kind of stand around in their own trauma trying to figure out what happened here. We'll step on over this way to the west. Use our biometrics to unlock the door here. And yeah, your staircase is going to be all the way at the far end of the hallway, just south of where the elevator was. It just happened to be a locked door when you guys first got here. But that will get your group out of here, back to the surface, and back to home base, where by this point, I'm certain we're all definitely in need of a long rest. We felt like we needed one before we got here, and it's been a hell of a combat since then. One of us died, got revived. Another of us is gone forever. Thankfully, we didn't also have somebody at this table who earned Vecna's ire and had a greater demon or devil hunting them, like 4 of our other tables. We have a near assured sacrifice at all of our tables, player decisions notwithstanding. And we have likewise near assured character demises from that event as well, tangling themselves up with Vecna during our last downtime event.
Varys wants to take a semi-truck if they can't drive it.
The semis.
I feel some connection to this big machine. It feels like it'd be good for transporting things across great distances.
You know what? I mean, they're gonna want to take the supplies out of there that were destined or were bound for another facility, but they kind of mumble among each other. It's not even our freaking truck. It came from the. You know what? All we care about are the supplies. If he wants the truck, he can have the damn truck. I think I have a token for a semi-truck as well, because we've got the oh, that's funny, it's a rusted semi-truck. We don't want that one. And a wreckage of a semi-truck. That's not what we want either. It's
Are we gonna go
somewhere.
like Mad Max War Rig sort of deal?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll start war rigging this thing once we get back to home base. We got plenty of people that like work on it.
Hey, look, Alaric's back. So's the Ultraloth. It's like it never happened.
I deleted Alaric.
Oh, did you? I was looking for him. I thought he might have been under the Ultraloth. And for our closing minutes here, friends, we still got another 15 or so before we would normally start the wind down process, but I know many of us have things to get to today. I would like to open it for your thoughts, reflections, what have you, over our first 22 sessions here between Acts 4 and 5. It's been a long road. We started this campaign last August, and by the time we get back to our group, it's gonna just about be August of this year. So it's about a full year of tables here, 22 sessions in that whole time, and it's been a blessing and a privilege on my part to have all of you here throughout that process here. Sarah joined us a bit into it. Otherwise, this has been a pretty solid group throughout.
Yeah, Sunday group, you guys are all pretty solid. I agree.
I like hanging out with you guys.
I'm glad I was able to take my knight character from my first campaign and transfer him into this one and make him a beefy boy. But I'm not doing it for the next one. I'm going to
He just keeps
Well, you can
playing.
always go the way of Fenrix and just die.
Yes. He
Yeah,
just keeps playing
that's fine.
the son of the previous character.
No, it wasn't. Varys came looking for Zythax because in the backstory we created, we had basically Zythax's mother sent Varys with a one-way transport spell to help out Zythax because technically Zythax kind of ran away from home but never told anybody it went to space. So, yeah.
Hey, Steven, do you have a preference between green, yellow, or red for the semi? I've got all three.
Oh, let's go with red.
Trying to see if I've got another one, but I think that's it. Yeah, now
I was gonna say, do you have a silver one like mine is?
I don't
you
think
saw?
I do. Oh, I got like a pinkish purple one too. So I think I
But
do
could
have...
we go navy with flames and just make Optimus Prime?
Yes.
Ooh. Good idea. That is a good idea.
Oh,
I like that idea.
now I'm into motorcycles. Alright, if red is what we're looking at, then boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah. Down, 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 down.
Get in there, put on the trucker hat. Alrighty.
You'll sit down in the driver's seat and be like, I feel so at home here. Weird. Let's go.
It's the cave pizza truck that hunted down Pepsi Man. Nobody got
Huh?
my
What pep? No, I was like, cave pizza. What?
It's a reference to the Japanese Pepsi mascot, Pepsi Man.
Oh. Yeah, I watch anime. That's as far as I'll go.
Man, we started off level 1 on the run from 200 plus undead into a feudal Japan setting. We got saddled with a family of people who mostly got killed along the way, unfortunately. Batmarl being the one exception. He is still a notable NPC, although he's silently fuming that he could have been level 7 right now, and you guys chose not to give him that boon. Damn adventurers thought they were my friends.
You don't know that.
Red, on the other hand, is like, I don't care, man. How come I didn't get a red card draw? Oh, I'm not a player character. Alright, whatever, fucking dungeon master. They're all
Red
vampires
Cabin
because of
tonight.
Kubrick. Yeah, there's some stuff going on at our home base. We spent a lot of
Oh,
time
forgot to
clearing
clear
that feudal Japan castle, only to be one of 2 tables, I believe, if not the only table among our 6 to spend Act 5 in a completely different setting. You guys began in the feudal Waterdeep, which has now become Cyberpunk Waterdeep. That's now the property of Wednesday, Thursday tables. And they're getting into some pretty hefty cyberpunk stuff right now, while you guys got moved over to Orange Enemir, which was actually the other 3 tables back during Act 4, and it's now a table that you share exclusively with Sunday Night, the Domain of Strahd. We got a lot of ground to pave ahead, but we spent most of this act ascending the plateau, going through the ice caves, killed ourselves an ancient dragon. We also killed a eyeless cave dragon. It was pretty epic encounters there. And we did all of that in only 2 adventuring days. That's the most interesting part of all of this, is between Acts 4 and 5, if you don't count the 6-week downtime that we had for the holiday season last year, it's been about 5 adventuring days in 1 year of gaming.
Christ.
Yeah, that's definitely extreme for our older editions. That's kind of fitting, I feel like, for 5e, especially if you're running 3-hour sessions. Maybe if you're running like 5, 6-hour, 8-hour sessions, you can get several combats in for one game and then kind of justify that is our adventuring day. But with the encounter frequency that 5e encourages, so that players aren't constantly going into every battle long rested with their best abilities, it can take absolutely months out of game for us to get a single adventuring day in the books. And that was something I definitely had to go through the learning process with back during Coalescence Acts 1 through 3. All of our tables were kind of sporadic on their rests. It wasn't very easy to track who was where at any given time. And as far as, is this happening now, or is this happening after or before some events, it was all very ambiguous. That is something we've definitely locked down a lot more this past year, especially with the timetable that I have for all of our groups, as well as the Gossamer bulb system. I don't know that that's something we're going to have for every campaign going forward, but it definitely fits the theme of what we're trying to do here.
Retip's done on the semi. She's good to go. We're running a 10-speed manual synchronized transmission on the space.
Big props on the RP there for Johnny on the sacrifice play there. That's what you want to see. Something memorable that will carry forth into the campaign ahead. And Johnny will be our first member of what I estimate to be 6, invited to a brand new secret chat where we will discuss the character building process and the introductions for our new characters. We'll see just who
And
joins.
all the items that they're gonna get.
Oh yeah, all of the penalties and the flaws that you're gonna start with. Yes, I'm pretty sure we've got 2 others locked in. We've already had 2 other tables where the combat began, and 2 of our lower level, more unexpected choices just made a dash right for the Nexus, and they ended their session inside of it. So we're gonna pick up with that. I believe Thursday and Sunday evening are those tables. Tomorrow night and Tuesday night, though, we go back to finish up the mid-season for Cringe Chicago, and it'll be the last time that we're on this schedule where they are back-to-back. When we return in August, Cringe Chicago is gonna be over split, just like our other tables are here. We're going to have one on one week and one on the other, and that'll keep it even across. We're going to have one of the Orange Enemy on each week, one of the Cyberpunk Waterdeep at each week, and one of the Cringe Chicago each week, and then J-Man's Tuesday bracketing between those. Big ups on each of you, though. It's been an honor and a pleasure. If there are any further reflections or anything you'd like to add in, this is a great time. Otherwise, we are in our closing moments here on this Father's Day 2025. It's been a joy and an honor to share it with each of you. You guys are family, no lie, man, no lie. Much love to each of you.
I got the kill on the vampire lord. What up?
I get to have a rave, while you all get to go battle Strahd. So,
So we get to have all the fun.
of course.
So what happens to Johnny in the next session that we meet up and we are all together? What is he gonna do?
Oh no, I'm not done. I'm tapping out.
Oh,
He's lying.
Yeah, his new character should be introduced during the 1 month of downtime that we have, so that when we do begin in late July, early August, he'll already be with the group. It'll just be the first time you guys are actually physically playing together. Physically, you lose usually, of course. But the new character revelation, I want to wait until all 6 tables have gone through their mid-season finale. And once I've got all 4, 5, 6 of those characters, whatever the case may be, in that group, I will go through the new character creation process, as well as any secret details that they and they alone will be privy to, as they will have Johnny's the only one right now, but he has the sacrifice tag effectively on his new character, which will infer all kinds of interesting things in the story ahead.
It was between me and Johnny, but Johnny's like, you do a lot more damage than I do. So all of you go ahead and do it. Little peek behind the scenes there.
I was gonna volunteer Carl since Daniel's always like intensely trying to kill Carl.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
piss
he-
off these monsters. They're like, who is that? I gotta get him.
Daniel's always trying to kill Carl. I'm like, man, I might as well just sacrifice myself too.
Oh man, it's scarier because he's only gonna get higher level now.
That doesn't mean his damage is going to go up much more. It's not like he can get double.
I don't think Carl's damage is gonna go up at all. Really, he's already maxed what he can do. With
Can he get another attack?
Get higher arrows. Get like +2, +3.
I guess so.
Yeah, if he can get another attack, that would probably be the most optimal way. Otherwise, if he's already tapped out at this point, his big thing is that he'll be harder to kill as he gets more HP and better defenses, I would suspect.
He needs to get better defense. His AC is not very good and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
it's been pretty static for a while. 19 was respectable in Axe tiers 1 and 2, but as we're reaching the back half of tier 2 right now, something in the low to mid 20s would certainly serve you better if you can make it happen. Speaking of which, I need to give you guys your inventory later today after I go visit with the family for celebrations, and then we'll get that posted. You guys are the ones who are entitled to it first, so yours will be the first one that I'm working on. Level up, yeah, right. Not till November. We are sticking to our guns on that. Unless you got a Beskar or Hype Train one.
Yeah.
I think Exy has
I'm
already
still-
maxed out his Hype Train level ups as well. I think he's got a big one banked.
Yeah, I have a big one banked also. When does that apply?
A lot of
Yeah, I
people
do
do.
too.
I have a
Yeah.
big one banked too. It's supposed to apply after level 10, but I think I am level 10.
Party
Once
at
the
level 10.
once the party level hits level 11, which is technically the start of tier 3 experience, that's when all of those effects go into place. The big level ups can start being applied. You can start redeeming those on Twitch as well. The big level and what have you will be unlocked.
And my dream as a D&D player is complete. Varys now has access to a semi-truck. I am now in the metagame world. My character can drive a semi-truck, and my profession is a semi-truck driver.
Oh, that's beautiful. Let's get this bad boy actually officially moved
Does the truck
over.
fit in the bag of holding after we finish using it?
You might need a customized portable hole. Holy crap, look at the size of that beast. It's longer than the mountain range.
Oh look, we can see Sunday night.
Yeah, look at that. They just have to walk from the cab to the back of the truck to join us. It's a much shorter trip now. Make that a little more true to form. There we go. So yeah, you may not be able to take this beast back the way you came, because you certainly can't drive it through there, but hopefully connecting with this road here to the south, maybe you will have better luck driving through the areas of heavy gloom than we will have walking through. But in any respect, it's a guaranteed trip back here to our Turtle Cove for a short or for a long rest. I think our group has I think our group has already burned 2 of their gossamer bulbs, if I'm not mistaken, or have we only used 1?
Oh, we only used 1.
Just used 1. Okay, that
Yes,
is.
we used 1, and then we acquired the new one, so I took it into my inventory because I am the one who used the first one.
Gotcha. Then I am speaking a little too generously. The plan is to have you guys use your second one to get back here for the end of this day and get us our downtime. The gossamer bulb, technically, we could bring our vehicle with us as well.
Yes, so we can war rig it up at Turtle Cove.
Yeah,
Bars and spikes and flamethrowers and shit.
Oh man, I might have to add some downtime options. But,
Upgrade vehicle.
Vehicle mods to put on it.
Carl calls the flamethrower guitar.
Nice.
Hey, is it okay if I get going now?
Take it easy, my friend. Good to hang out with you today. Much love, brother.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Bye.
You're
It's
good,
okay.
man. Always good.
Bye.
Okay, bro.
Bye.
All right, friends. Yeah, that will pretty much close us out here anyway, as we use our second gossamer to get back to our home base for what will be maybe not as an active period of downtime as we had over the holidays. I don't know if we're going to have daily or weekly events like we had. The stream anniversary, or I'm sorry, the server anniversary was kind of its own little celebration in that respect. I don't have everything quite locked down as far as downtime this time around, because we're not really celebrating anything. We're just kind of taking a month off, and we're having some training options. So it might be a little more straightforward and not as active over the next few weeks here. Additional plot points and what have you notwithstanding, any RP you guys wish to do in your text channel, completely welcome, of course. 2 final things. A, you know there is no RU without you. And B, this is Tragically HP, last survivor of the Coalescence, signing off.